I would like to first welcome everybody to VIBEHAUS, and then second after that, I would like to welcome everybody to my twisted mind. Welcome back to the VIBEHAUS. This is the show where 10, now 7 dipshits are competing for the title of owner of the VIBEHAUS for the rest of time. Last week, Juke was booted off of VIBEHAUS as a surprise to nobody except for himself, Tobias, Liberty, and Arlo. Before this week's challenge, let's check in with the squatters and see what they're chatting about, what they're running their gosh darn mouths about this time.
How can you just assume I am a virgin because I watch anime? That is not a rational conclusion.
Well, it's not only the anime thing.
What else, Tobias? Tell me, what else tips you off to the fact that I am a virgin?
If you want me to explain everything else, we're gonna be here all day. Hey Aurora, do you want to go outside and play topless volleyball with me? Why are you asking me? Well, because my other option is Tessa, and I feel like she would just destroy me in every facet, not even just volleyball, just in general. Well, what's the point of topless volleyball if there aren't boys watching? Because, Aurora, we don't need male witnesses to fully express our feminine, the beauty. You know what, you're right, let's take our fucking tops off. Oh yeah, free the nipple. Well, it's always nice to spy on people when they're not looking, because then you can learn that they're absolutely crazy, and they have no idea that you know. So now that everyone's wacky banter has finally encouraged me to buy a piñata and fill it with scorpions, let's dive right into the challenge, right into the deep end with no water, so we break our brains open and get terrible bleeding. Attention, everyone currently using my toilets and furniture, please make your way to the lazy lounge so I can yell at you. Oh shit, it's finally time for a new challenge. I feel like I've been waiting a really long week, especially because of the existential dread that being on the block has presented me. Even after the fact, it sticks with you, like a scar, or, something witty, Aurora, come on, this is your whole shtick. Or an unpaid parking ticket. No, that's god-awful. Okay, so I'm gonna try my best not to get tricked into playing somebody else's game, but Aurora being on the block last week really sent me into a, cardiac arrest. Not literally, I'm fine, don't worry about me. But it was seriously scary. I really don't want her to get booted off that early. I want her to get booted off in second place, and then I win. I keep calling Aurora smart, but really, if she was as smart as I keep saying she is, she wouldn't have made herself so known. As it stands, there's a pretty good chance somebody in the Illuminati is going to get MB, but I'm not too concerned about that. Currently, I'm conducting an investigation as to who went behind my back and voted out Juke. Kaz, Arlo, and Liberty are equally under suspicion, and depending on who wins MB this week, I will conduct my investigation accordingly. For each possible outcome, I've come up with a different plan, and there's one I really don't want to happen, and I'm not going to tell you which one it is, because with my luck, when I say it out loud, when I speak it into existence, it's exactly what will happen.
Hey host, what challenge am I winning this week?
Whoa Tessa, hold your horses. They're seriously getting out of control, and I can't stand looking at their 3-foot cocks anymore.
What the fuck?
For those of you who are curious and or interested in participating in this week's MB, this will answer a lifelong question. What do you do when you put $1.50 in the vending machine and the candy bar starts to come out, but then it's only halfway out and it's like about to drop into the thing, but you can't get it out and you don't have any more money, so you can't spend it and get 2, you're caught in a dilemma right now. Because you know the next person that's going to come to the vending machine is going to put in the same amount of money you did, but get 2 candy bars. So what do? Do you sit down and take it? Do you read the warning labels on the vending machine that says don't shake this or you will die? For this week's challenge, each of you have been presented with a vending machine and a candy bar that is almost out but not quite. It is each and every one of yours jobs. It is your career. It is your lifelong goal to get the candy bar out of the vending machine by any means necessary. I'm not going to give you guys any ideas on how to do it. You gotta come up with it. Whoever can get the candy bar out of their vending machine first wins MB this week.
Holy shit!
Oh, no way! Oh, it's a good thing I skipped breakfast because I'm pretty sure this is going to give me the motivation to get that candy bar out of the machine. Alright everybody, on your marks, get set, get the shit out of the machine right now. As a rational skeptic, I believe that it was appropriate not to go against the vending machine, but to work with it in a way. So what I did was I snuck into the administrative headquarters of the VIBEHAUS, and I went into the host's wallet, and obviously, he caught me and he said, "What are you doing, Arlo?" And I said, "I'm going into your wallet to take $1.50 and just to buy another candy bar to push it out of the machine." And he said, "Well, don't be going through my wallet, Arlo. Do you want to be disqualified from this competition?" And I said,
I don't understand why you would disqualify me. I'm doing an obviously very smart and rational decision here. And he said, are you going to put the dollar in the machine? Is that your intention? And I said yes, and he kicked me out of the competition instantly.
I'm gonna come out right now and say it. I didn't know that vending machines had flaps on the bottom that basically if you try to stick your hand up it, you would be stuck forever. Help me, I'm stuck. So I got stuck in it. I got stuck and Salvador laughed at me. It was funny. Oh, what's the matter, Aurora? Are you stuck or something? Yeah, actually. I employed my timeless Kaz method of shaking the vending machine just right. For those of you at home, I'll give you a couple tips just so you don't hurt yourself in case you find yourself in this very situation. Shaking a vending machine is a lot like making love. You gotta grab it in all the right places. You gotta move it just right. You gotta have a rhythm. You gotta have a cadence with your movement. You gotta get into it. You can't just shake it violently like you're trying to shut up a baby. No, you gotta shake it like it's what your mama gave you. You gotta shake it like it's somebody you're really trying to get in with. And if you give it the right finesse, if you give it the right 1-2, if you give it the right then you can get anything out of a vending machine that's on the edge of going off, ignoring all the labels, ignoring the fact that vending machines kill more people per year than a terrorist or something. You can do it. I believe in you. Too long didn't listen. Hump the vending machine. Kaz was really getting into that vending machine, man. I'm jealous. But my jealousy did not impede my game. I was on that vending machine. I know Kaz. He's fat. He knows his way around a vending machine, so I looked at him and I copied his strategies the entire time. But I must have missed something because I got my foot caught in a little trap at the bottom. Help, my foot's stuck.
Everybody was getting stuck in the vending machine and it was hilarious.
You saw me out there. What do you mean, how did I do in the vending machine competition? I own that shit. I left the lazy lounge, came back with a rock, and I smashed the shit out of it. I did it, host. I won.
Tessa, you have not won until you picked out the very specific candy bar that I'm looking for.
What the fuck do you mean? That's bullshit.
It's not bullshit, Tessa. It's the competition.
The competition is bullshit. How am I supposed to find the candy bar now? I smashed the glass with rocks and now there's candy and chips everywhere.
You should have really thought about that before you vandalize this vending machine. I have to give this back to somebody. I don't just have vending machines laying around. I might look like I'm loaded enough to have vending machines laying around, but no, I had to borrow this from a friend. So now I gotta buy him a new one. Thanks for that, Tessa.
You're just saying I didn't win because you're pissed off at me.
Maybe I am, maybe I amn't.
The scene before me was pure chaos and I loved it. Aurora had her hand stuck in the trap at the bottom. Kaz was humping a vending machine. Liberty had her foot stuck in the trap at the bottom. Salvador was too busy laughing to even try. And Tessa was searching through broken glass and chips and candy to find the very specific candy bar that the host requested. The odds were looking pretty good for me. But then...
Look, host, I did it. I got the candy bar. Congratulations, Kaz. You are the first person to get the candy bar out of the vending machine. Tell the people at home, how did you do it? I humped it. Okay. Kaz has officially won the power of the MB and is now expected by me, you all, and everyone at home to put up 2 people during Nom Noms, which will be coming up kind of shortly. It depends. I really don't know how long it's going to take this time. You guys really talk the camera's fucking ears off, so it just gets longer every time. But until then, hasta la boner. I'm so happy I won MB. Man, I'm so happy that I can listen to I Got a Feeling by the Black Eyed Peas and be like, you know what? This isn't a half bad song.
Son of a bitch. That little trickster Kaz won MB. He doesn't deserve it.
Okay, so I don't really know what this means for me. Kaz had my vote last week, but that's only because Arlo pissed him off. I know he's a wild card. I know he could flip-flop. He's over here chirping in someone's ear about this, and then he's over in someone else's ear chirping off about this, and I really just don't know what to think about the man. But I know a secret that he doesn't want to get out. If you couldn't guess by my sigh of exasperation, this is exactly what I didn't want to happen. Because after meticulously planning every little move I'd make depending on who won, making little trees and everything, this was the one that the thought of it pissed me off. And I don't hate the person I plan to work with, no, that's not the reason. It's that it's gonna be really hard to pull this off, and I really don't know if I can do it. I'm gonna be honest with you, VIBEHAUS Confessional. I'm going to confess something. Sometimes I doubt myself, and this is one of those times. But I have to snap out of it, because at the end of the day, it's just Aurora.
Hey Kaz, way to go in the MB, buddy.
Thanks so much, Tobias. It means a lot coming from you. You know, a past MB winner.
Yeah, I bet you feel pretty good right now. A nice little rush of dopamine is entering your brain, kind of like an orgasm. But listen, Kaz, I'm about to launch a game plan that, well, might get really frustrating for me. And when I get frustrated, things don't go well for anyone around me.
Oh, okay.
So before I get started, I'm gonna tell you what I plan to do. I'm going to investigate the Illuminati, and I'm going to go into it with a partner.
Really, Tobias? Is the partner me?
No, Kaz, you're a suspect in this investigation.
Oh, then I think I know what it is you're investigating.
Yeah, I plan to investigate which one of us voted Juke out last week. But now that you're MB, my course of action I want to take was more fun to think about, and it's going to be less fun to execute. So I just want you to tell me right now if you were the one who did it, because if you do, I can call the entire thing off. But if it wasn't you, or you were lying to me, then I'm actually gonna have to go through with this. And remember, you have no reason to lie here. You're the one in power this week. I can't touch you whatsoever. So Kaz, would you be willing to answer this question for me?
Yeah, Tobias, anything. You can ask me anything.
Okay, that's great. I'm glad to hear it. My question to you is, would you be willing to put Aurora on the block this week?
Fuck. Tobias is getting in my head. Tobias is getting in my head. Aurora is not on my list of nom-noms this week. She's nowhere near it. My targets are Arlo and Liberty. But if I tell him that, is he gonna think I'm just trying to get rid of Arlo so that he can't make a case against me? Or could I somehow convince him that I really had nothing to do with it and I'm trying to get Arlo out so that he stops plotting against me? Would agreeing to put Aurora up on the block tell Tobias that I was on his side last week and that Arlo's the one he should be worried about? I can't believe Tobias is using these tactics against his own alliance member. But it makes sense. I am up to no good after all. Okay, I'm thinking, here's what I'll do. I'll tell him what Kaz Paloo would say if Kaz Paloo was not conspiring against Arlo and had nothing to do with an alliance betrayal Judas moment last week. I'll tell him what he would say. I'm sorry, Tobias, I just can't do that for you.
Why not?
Because you're doing the exact same thing that Arlo's been doing, and this is with all due respect, okay? I'm not getting snippy with you. Now granted, you guys aren't exactly the same because you were actually MB and you were actually calling the shots one week, but still, to a certain point, the MB's gotta play their own game. And it's like you said, if I don't comply with you, then there's nothing you can do to me this week, because I'm MB. You understand? And between you and me, no, you know what? It's not even between you and me. It's a whole house deal, because it happened at Final Couchdown. Arlo is conspiring against me. He hated Juke since day one. It was his goal to get Juke out since day one. I was with you and Liberty. I wanted Aurora out too because I thought she was really strong competition. And when Juke said if he stayed that he would join somebody's side, I was already thinking of plans. I was already thinking, how can we get Juke on our side and not with Salvador and Tessa? But then out of the blue, he goes home and Arlo's the first one to point a finger at me. It's just too fishy, and I'm sorry, but I can't put Aurora up on the block this week. I need to put Liberty and Arlo up.
The other half of our alliance?
Yes, Tobias. They're shady. Liberty's not dumb. I think she at least knew a little bit about Arlo's plan, and she didn't even tell me.
Kaz, I love you like a brother, but... and I get it. This is your MB, and I gotta stop running to people and tell them, Aurora, I want her on the block. But seriously, you're gonna make me do what I'm gonna have to do? Well, whatever. It's VIBEHAUS. It's the game. So here we fucking go. Well, you certainly have your reasons to be paranoid of Arlo and Liberty. I have my own, too. But don't you think it's destructive to put your own alliance on the block? Think long game here, Kaz. Really think about it. We have a Final Four. Why waste it? Oh, Tobias, what happened last week was a game changer for me. I can't trust those two to take me to the Final Four with them. For all I know, they're already on the other side of the house trying to take us down as some kind of petty revenge thing for me telling Salvador, you know, all that shit, getting my own safety. They're probably tearing a page out of my book and using it against me. And I'm not here for it. It's seriously fucked up. Okay, so say you get one of them kicked off. What happens then? How do you think the next week looks for you? Not too good, right? Liberty probably won't trust you anymore. The other side of the house, well, they don't have your back that well. Your odds of getting kicked out next are pretty stacked. Oh, Tobias,
You think there's an algorithm to this kind of thing?
There is.
No, there isn't.
Yes, there is.
No, there isn't. You never know what could happen.
Fine, we'll leave it at that. Good talk.
Tobias seems a little pissed off that things aren't going exactly his way, which is to be expected. The guy seems like a total megalomaniac, but it takes one to know one. We'll meet again when both our cars collide.
You were the last good thing about this part of town.
I'll chew you up and spit you out like all of them.
I am a hostage to my own humanity. Hey, what are you guys doing?
What the fuck do you want?
Whoa, buddy, no need to act so hostile.
Yes, Salvador, come on, it's just Tobias.
Oh, Aurora, thanks for standing up for me, but you really don't have to.
Answer my question, what do you want?
I just wanted to know what you guys were up to.
We're reading our old emo song lyric Facebook status cringe things.
You guys use Facebook?
No, not anymore. Yeah, we used to when we were like 13. It's really something else. This is some of the most barf shit I've ever seen. Speaking of barf shit, Tobias, why are you still here?
Well, Jesus, I wouldn't have come over here if I knew that all it took to make you angry was my existence.
Don't act so dumb. You know what you did.
Oh, what? I put your girlfriend on the block? Oh, boo-hoo.
She's not my girlfriend, you jackass.
Salvador, I didn't mean it like that. Girlfriend has many meanings. My mom says she has girlfriends all the time, but she's not a lesbian.
Hey, Tobias, what do you want, for real? Antagonizing Salvador's my job.
I want to talk with you alone. Well, I don't really want to, but I have to.
What, are you being held at gunpoint?
If being shot is the equivalent of losing the game, then yes.
Oh. Well, then what reason do I have to go with you?
Because, Aurora, the way it stands, if I go home, you're going home right after me.
What are you talking about?
Either I get kicked off very soon and you go immediately after me, or I get kicked off in second place and you win the whole thing.
You're not making any sense.
Fine, Aurora, you leave me no choice but to expose to you the fact that I have a secret crystal ball power. Ooh, and the way I see it, you're not making it to the final two with your boyfriend here at all. That's just not a possibility.
He's not my boyfriend.
I didn't mean it like that. Boyfriend can have a lot of connotations. My dad, well, now I guess he doesn't say that. He just doesn't swing that way.
You sound like a nut job right now, bro. Like you actually sound like you smoked salvia.
Well, do you want to walk with me just to shut me up or what?
Fine, I guess. Aurora, you don't have to go with this guy.
I know.
What the hell is he planning? Aurora running off to talk to him alone cannot be good. I don't know, let me know if I'm getting overprotective or if I should actually be worried about this psychopath. So what do you want, Tobias? I'm pretty sure you really have Salvador in a big tizzy.
Aurora, something very, very terrible happened in my side of the house, and I'm sure you care a great deal. I'm sure you're losing a lot of sleep over it. Basically what happened is somebody in my alliance turned against me. There's a snake within my alliance, and I'm trying to weed it out. And I want your help.
My help? What do you need my help for?
Let's face it, Aurora knows everything in this house. I think especially since she's on the opposite side, she knows who the snake in my alliance is. And I'm not going to come outright and ask her. Instead, I'm going to hang around her as much as possible and hope that the information slips out of her mouth. Because, Aurora, you were the one who got saved, I thought maybe you would know. Well, not necessarily know, but maybe you would have an idea. Did you campaign to anybody in my alliance at all?
I kept a promise to Kaz that I would keep his secret if he gave me his vote, and to turn on him just like this, well, that would look pretty shitty, especially since if I turned on Kaz right now and told Tobias that Kaz was the one who kept me in the game, would Tobias then immediately run to Kaz, tell Kaz to put me on the block, and get me kicked out of the house? I know that's his end goal. If I sound too eager to clear his name, is he gonna be suspicious?
Are you falling asleep or something?
No, Tobias, I really just don't know what to say. I think this is pretty stupid.
What are you talking about?
You don't have an alliance, bro. Every single person in it has turned on you. Kaz turned on you with the Salvador thing. Liberty turned on you with the whole not putting me up week 1 but putting up Juke instead thing. And Arlo turned on you with the voting out Juke thing. You think that you're controlling this alliance, but you're really not. You're just kind of in it. You are not running them whatsoever. They're obviously doing whatever the fuck they want. And I would encourage you to get them under control, but I feel like the second you do, I'm gonna find myself out of the house. So, by all means, just keep letting them run around. Just keep letting them do whatever they want, like unsupervised children with rabies.
I feel like the rabies part was unnecessary.
You get what I mean. The Illuminati is not yours, Tobias. That's not your alliance. They're not scared of you.
They probably don't give a shit about you. And yet you're gonna put them under investigation, like finding out who turned on you is gonna matter at all? No, they've all turned on you. Every single one of them. You're all just fucking rats. And don't think I didn't hear what Kaz said at the final couchdown. It sounds like him, Arlo, and Liberty are all butting heads at the same time. You guys aren't cohesive at all. It's like Salvador told me on the first day. Your big alliance is gonna come crumbling down. And you investigating everybody is gonna do jack shit for your game or any of theirs. It's not gonna matter. You're doomed, Tobias. You're doomed. So are you trying to say I should call the whole thing off? I'm saying do whatever the fuck you want to do, but if I was you and I was in an alliance that didn't give a shit about anything I said, well, you have a point.
Aurora let slip exactly what I wanted to hear. She probably wasn't even thinking about it, but she let Arlo's name come out of her mouth like a Freudian slip. Like saying, penis instead of papaya. Well, you're right, Aurora. This was pretty dumb. Thanks for your help, though. I really appreciate it. Yeah, no problem, I guess. And remember, we're playing a very similar game here. If I go home, you're going home next.
I don't understand what you mean by that.
And you never will. I'm not gonna lie to you, Kaz. I feel very weird being in the MB right now. Even though this is a nice, luxurious room and I'm happy that you invited me, Aurora talking to Tobias and me talking to you, well, it just doesn't feel right. Oh, come on, Salvador, lighten up. We're just having some fun. You know, this isn't even game. I'm just chilling out with you. Why exactly did you want me in here? Because I like you so much. Oh, okay, thank you. I'm very flattered. Yeah, no problem. So, it seems like things are getting pretty turbulent between you and your friends out there. Oh yeah, tell me about it. Last week's final couchdown was a disaster. I can't believe Arlo would try to pin something like that on me. And, you know, no offense, Salvador. I know I voted your girlfriend out and everything, but she's not my girlfriend, alright? Look, Aurora told me anyways. You were the one who kept her in. Oh, she told you that? What else did she tell you? Did she tell you anything else, like, private? No, I don't know what else she would need to tell me. All she said was that you were the one. You really wouldn't think I'd know? Well, to be honest, I don't really know how much she tells you. Well, she says enough. And hey, Kaz, I really appreciate it. You're doing us a real favor. Because not only is this going to make Arlo look bad, but it's going to mindfuck Tobias. And Liberty, well, I don't know where she stands. I don't know where you stand with Liberty right now. I mean, hey, do you see her in the MB? I don't. Oh my gosh, there's someone at the door. Oh, hey. It's Liberty and Arlo coming to my MB. What on earth could you guys possibly want? Go on, Arlo. Say it. Kaz, I wanted to
Oh my god, oh fucking fine. Arlo wants to apologize. Oh, you wanted to apologize, Arlo, for, you know, framing me?
You know I didn't frame you, Kaz. Come on.
Arlo, please. We can argue in circles back and forth, but saying I didn't do it isn't really a good defense.
Well, look, you and I both know the truth, okay? That's all I'm gonna say about it. We both know the rational, skeptical truth. But I do want to say I apologize for blowing up at you at the final couchdown. It was very boisterous of me. It was not proper decorum, and I'm so.
You're what? You're Sailor Moon? You're soy sauce? You're Samurai Champloo? I just named 2 anime.
I'm sorry, okay? I'm very sorry.
Oh, sorry. You're sorry. Okay, I got it.
Yes.
So, if all you wanted to do was apologize to me, it was nice talking to you. I'll see you later, I guess, when I'm not MB.
Oh, wait, Kaz. Can't we come in? Can't we come in and discuss nom-noms with you? Isn't the Illuminati still a thing?
Oh! That's right, the Illuminati. I forgot, you know, that alliance that we had before you turned on me and tried to frame me for voting out Juke just to separate me and Liberty some more, which seems to still be working.
Kaz, you know...
Wow, you really want in this MB, don't you? You really want in this MB, little baby Arlo wants in the MB. Oh, so cute. I'm gonna pinch your cheeks.
You will not pinch my cheeks, do you understand?
Okay, fine. That's alright. I don't want to touch you anyway. Kaz, listen. Don't talk to Arlo for a second. Talk to me. You know me, okay? Okay, yeah, sure, Liberty. What's up? Me and Arlo are very scared. We don't know what you're gonna do, okay? Because all you've proven to us so far in this game is that you're a wild card.
We have no idea what's gonna come next, and we just want to know if we're safe this week, man, because we know things have been turbulent between you and me and Arlo. We know it's like been a very complicated situation, but I just want to know, am I safe this week? Are we safe? Well, if I was to give you guys safety, what would you do? What would you do if I told you I could give you guys safety? What would you do for it?
We would, well, I'm not speaking for Liberty here, but I would beg for it. I would beg you for it, Kaz. I really would. I would beg you for it.
You would beg me for it? Like you would actually grovel? Like you would like really beg for it? Like I'm not talking about like a pretty please. I'm talking about a get on your knees.
You want me to... I'm not getting on my knees.
You're not... What did you say?
I said I'm not getting on my knees.
Oh, come on, Arlo. This is all I want. This is all I want for your safety this week. You know what I mean? This is all I want. All I want is... You know what, Liberty, you don't even have to do this, okay? For Liberty and your safety, Arlo, you could try getting on your knees and saying, Kaz, I'm so sorry. Try it right now. Get down on your knees, Arlo. Get on your knees.
Okay.
Alright, good. Now say, I'm sorry, Kaz. I'm very, very sorry.
I'm sorry, Kaz. I'm very, very sorry.
Oh, actually, wait. Before we go any further, Liberty, can you do me a big old favor? Run and find Tessa, Tobias, and Aurora. Get everybody over here. I want everyone over here right now. I want people to see this. Okay. So Tobias has the Alliance under investigation. I'm going to use this as my opportunity to both humiliate Arlo and clear my name in one fell swoop.
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Yo, what am I witnessing right now?
I'm glad everyone could gather around the MB. You know, I feel like we've never been this united before. Arlo, go ahead and continue. What was the last thing you were saying?
I'm so sorry, Kaz.
Right, okay, I'm so sorry, Kaz. Oh, what else? Say that I was an idiot for what I tried to do to you.
I was an idiot for what I tried to do to you.
And remind me again, what did you try to do to me? Say it, Arlo, come on, say it. Just tell the truth, it's okay. I want you to be real with me. I want you to be real with everybody in the house. What did you try to do to me, Arlo? I want to hear it from your very mouth.
I tried to frame you for voting out Juke because I wanted to turn you and Liberty against each other, but really it was me.
And then apologize for it. Apologize for it right now.
I'm very sorry.
Throw some more veries in there. Like, be very sorry. You know, be really sorry. Like, say it from your gut.
very sorry. I'm very sorry.
Okay. Now say, Kaz, I will do anything for you to give me safety this week. I really will do anything.
Kaz, I will really do anything for you to give me safety this week. I will really do anything.
Okay, now start doing the bowing thing where you like bow down and like put your hands on the floor and like just start like bowing like up and down like I'm an Egyptian god, okay?
I'm not going to do that. I bow to nobody. No mere mortal deserves to be worshipped like a god.
That's just stop talking like Aristotle or whatever. Just worship me, just bow down to me. And I will give you safety this week. It's that simple, Arlo. It's that simple.
Fine.
And then while you're worshiping me, say, Kaz, almighty Kaz, MB of the Vibe House, please do not put me on the block because I know I will go home for the shady things I've done to the Alliance.
Kaz, almighty Kaz, please do not put me on the block because I know I will go home for the shady things I've done to the Alliance.
That Kaz guy is really making an ass out of Arlo right now. I love it.
Kaz must have really taken this personally. And I didn't mean to hurt his feelings by hanging out with Arlo. But, I just trusted him in the moment. And now he got Arlo to admit what he did. So, I can't believe I just keep falling for shady shit. Okay, Arlo, now that I've really put you through it, like I've really put you through the ringer right now, I just want you to do one last thing for me, okay? I just want you to do one last thing. If you want you and Liberty to be safe and not have to worry your little pretty heads this week, all I want you to do is one last thing for me, okay?
What is it?
I want you to lick my shoe, Arlo. I want you to lick it clean. I want you to lick both my shoes clean. And while you're doing it, I want you to tell me that I have complete power over you and that you submit to me and that if I rule out judgment, there is nothing you can do and you will be screwed.
No, okay, I'm drawing the line. I have my dignity. I'm not going to be licking your shoes, Kaz. I'm not going to be doing that.
Oh, but look at them. They're cute fuzzy slippers with eyeballs.
I don't give a fuck what's on your shoes, Kaz. I'm not lying anymore. Everybody, I want you to know right now, this man is extorting me. He wanted me to admit things that were lies in front of the entire house because he knows what he did, and he knows that he's trying to throw me under the bus right now.
Oh, Arlo, come on. You already confessed. Why try to take it back?
I didn't confess to anything.
Well, Arlo, I'm sorry to say it, but because you failed to jump through all my hoops, I can't guarantee you safety this week. And I also can't let you into my MB. So I'm gonna have to turn you and Liberty around and send you on your way. And I'll be happy to see you at the Nom Noms, but not in my room. Thanks for coming. Holy shit.
Huh. I'm glad I'm not you two. Shut up, Tobias. Do you seriously believe him? I don't have to believe him, but I believe you. You confessed right in front of me.
Tobias, it was not me!
I don't understand. Usually you're so smart, but you don't understand the one time this is actually not me. Oh, really? You're trying that trick? Come on, Tobias, you're smarter than this. I'm not gonna believe that. Can you not be rational or skeptical about the situation whatsoever? I think I'm being a better skeptic than you. Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go make a sandwich.
Arlo, it's okay.
And then there was just me. Oh, lonely Aurora standing in the hallway. Gosh, this house is full of crazy people.
Oh, hey, Aurora, by the way, you can come in here too.
Really?
Yeah, I figured since I got your boyfriend in here.
He's not my boyfriend. Okay, Aurora, catching up to speed here. What did you and Tobias talk about?
Okay, so get this. Tobias tells me that he wants me to be his partner in his investigation of the Illuminati, right? So he was saying since I was saved last week, then I should know who the rat in the Illuminati was because, you know, I was saved. So I had their vote. So he started asking me, who did you campaign to? You know, who did you talk to? Who do you think you might have swayed? And first of all, Tobias, I'm not going to give you that information. But second of all, I had to clear your name, Kaz, because we had a deal.
Oh, wow, I really appreciate that, Aurora.
Yeah, it's no problem. I was basically saving my own ass because I know you're MB, and Tobias could have used that against me to get me out of the house if he told you that I exposed your secret, which I'm not even going to mention the fact that you have a secret because Salvador doesn't know about it, and I don't know if you want him to know about it.
No, I most certainly don't.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, so I wasn't giving any of that away, especially because I had your vote last week, and you are the only reason I'm still in the house.
So I had to somehow clear your name while also not being obvious about it. And Kaz, you know, that little public display you just had probably sealed the deal. Like, I think we're good. That's fantastic to hear. I'm really glad. It really feels good to cover my ass while insulting my arch nemesis at the same time. Publicly humiliating him, degrading him.
Yeah, Kaz, I almost want to say you enjoyed it a little too much.
Well, I didn't really enjoy it. I just had to do what had to be done. I knew he wasn't actually gonna lick my shoes. Like, if he did, I really wouldn't have known what to do next.
Well, whatever the case, I think we're all in pretty good standing right now.
Yeah, I only have one question. What about Tessa?
What about her?
Have you guys talked at all since last week?
No, I don't think so.
What should we do about her?
Well, I remember what she told me. Basically, we gotta play her by ear.
Oh, okay, I see. Just as long as we're not looking at another wild card situation, like I really want to know where the votes stand. Well, listen, it's okay, guys. You guys are gonna be fine anyways. I'm basically turning against the Illuminati. Tessa couldn't possibly vote out anyone you want left in the house, unless one of them wins an SYS, and then I put up, I don't know. Honestly, I think if any of them win SYS, I'm putting up Tessa.
Really?
Yeah, think about it. At this point, she's one of the most inoffensive people in the house. Somehow. She's a crazy ass bitch, but, you know, if she's up against anyone else in the Illuminati, the votes are stacked to Illuminati, because I'm guessing you guys aren't voting for her. The worst that could happen is the votes are 2-2. That means I have to break the tie. And I know exactly who I'm booting off.
Well, what if Arlo wins SYS?
I'm gonna panic and lose my shit. Just kidding, I'm gonna put up Tobias. Then I wouldn't even have to break the tie, because you, Aurora, and Tessa are probably voting him out, right?
Yeah.
Could I really do that to him, though? Yeah, I could. If it comes down to it, though, Arlo's my #1 target right now. You guys understand that, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, we get that. Okay, good. But worst case scenario, Arlo wins SYS and gets off the block, then I guess it's gonna be Tobias, because he can't know what I did to him until the bitter end. If he finds out that I was actually the one who kicked off Juke, and he's in any position of power, I could be in a lot of trouble. But I don't know, Aurora, while you're still in the game, he's kind of obsessed with you, so maybe I'd be fine.
Yeah, for whatever reason.
Attention everyone living in my grand house of amazing wonders. It is now time for our MB, Kaz! to pick who he wants to get the mega ultra super duper slap out of the house this week.
From the skies he descended. A dumb white jellyfish came and descended from the skies, and everybody in the room said, "Oh!" Exactly like that. Everyone repeat after me. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Just kidding, I already know none of you are going to do that. Welcome to the Nom Nom ceremony. In this ceremony, at least 2 people are going to be very shocked by hearing their own names come out of our MB's mouth. So what are MB Kaz? Please do the honors of saying these 2 names that may or may not be very shook in a couple of seconds. I'd be really happy to host. I'd be really ecstatic to. I'm happy to finally be in this position. I'm finally happy to be in a position of power and in a very nice room. So, by the power invested in me, the first person I have decided to nom nom is Arlo. God, it was so simple for him to say my name, that bold son of a bitch. Arlo, this is pretty easy to explain. You know, it's not like Bigfoot or UFOs or anything. You are a backstabber. You are a friend stealer. And you are somebody I don't want in the house anymore. The second person that I would like to nom nom is Liberty. Oh my god, I'm on the block again. Last time someone was on the block twice, they went home. Fuck. Liberty, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're not a pawn. This should be a wake-up call for you. Don't go against your ride or dies. Kaz, don't you think that's a little hypocritical? What I told Salvador week 2 had nothing to do with you. Everybody knew you were an alliance, bitch. Get with it. With that, I'm gonna end this nom nom ceremony. It's over, guys. Everyone go have fun.
Kaz physically makes me sick to my stomach. If I were to go home during his MB reign, well, I just couldn't forgive myself.
Oh, Kaz, how far we've fallen. I guess I shouldn't be that surprised that week 1 we were ride or dies, and now you've nom-nommed me. Shit like this just happens. It's part of the game. I get it, Kaz. I see the kind of game you're playing, and I will remember this.
Hey, Aurora, I want to talk to you.
Oh, hey, Tessa, what's up?
So, I noticed that during Kaz's public humiliation ritual that Salvador was in the MB with him.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Don't you think there's something fishy about that?
Well, Tessa, I don't know, because aren't you and Salvador, like, not talking? Like, how would you know the whole story?
Oh, come on, Aurora. I know what's going on. I know what... Come on, Aurora.
Okay, so Tessa's asking about Salvador again, and I can't tell if that means she wants to work together, or if she's trying to get me to not like Salvador because she doesn't like Salvador. I don't really fucking know. Well, what's the situation here, Tessa? What are you trying to say?
I'm not trying to say anything. I'm just presenting you a fact and asking you how you feel about it.
Well, I don't feel too terribly bad.
And why is that?
Because I just don't. It's Salvador, you know?
I'm not buying it. I think that you two are working together with Kaz.
Okay. And? So what if we are?
We're in an alliance, Aurora. We were in an alliance. I was never working with Kaz.
Well, what's the big idea? If you're not in our alliance anymore, then what does it matter to you?
Because, Aurora, it shows me that you and Salvador don't have loyalty to anybody. You just jump around MBs, tell him who you want kicked off.
We have no say in Kaz's MB, okay? He's not really listening to us whatsoever. He's making up his own mind about it. We don't have anything to do with it. Tessa, you're so safe this week. Nobody's even paying attention to you.
Well, I'm glad to hear it at least, but I just don't think it's right for you and Salvador to be running around from MB to MB.
Well, okay, Tessa, I'm not going to try to set you off right now because I know that you can be set off very quickly. I know that you are a reactive person, so I'm just going to watch my words here, okay? Basically, what I'm trying to tell you is, what does it matter to you? You're not going home this week, and me and Salvador have nothing to do with the nom-noms. Plus, look at it like this. Salvador made a deal with you. That's why we were talking to you.
So who made the deal with Kaz?
I'm not going to tell you that information because it's stuff that you don't need to know.
Oh, come on, Aurora. Who am I going to tell?
Okay, well, that's a red flag right there. So, if you don't mind, Tessa, I'm going to get going.
Wait, Aurora, before you go, I just want you to know that I believe in loyalty until the very end, okay?
Right, that's very noble and admirable of you.
And I want you to know that I don't appreciate the flip-floppiness that I'm witnessing right now.
What flip-floppiness? What are you talking about? Kaz isn't anywhere around here.
Kaz isn't being the flip-flop right now. It's you and Salvador, Aurora, and I don't appreciate it.
Come on, Tessa, really? You really expect anyone to make it through VIBEHAUS being 100% loyal to people? If that was the case, you would have never talked to Salvador. You would have just suicided right after Harley went out.
That's your fucking name.
Sorry, you would have suicided right after Southern Clown went out. I don't know.
How can you just say stuff like this, Aurora? How can you just jump from one person to the next without even caring about how you made the other person feel? How you made your last person feel? How I feel?
Tessa, I'm gonna be honest with you because I know that you probably want the real, raw, honest truth and nothing else. So I'm a pretty aloof person, okay? Like, I think we can all understand that. I really have a hard time with loyalty. I can only really be loyal to one person, and it's somebody that I pick very, very carefully. I've learned over the years to not just throw myself at people and expect to be taken seriously, so I'm kind of selective with it. From what Salvador's told me, you seem like a pretty unexpectedly emotionally mature person, and I really do appreciate that, and that's why I'm telling you all this right now. But I will tell you that I think you're very reactive, I think you're very explosive, and I think that sharing my entire honest self with you could badly, badly burn me. So I'm just trying to keep my distance, and to be honest, you have no power this week, so I don't really see any benefit in making deals with you. I really do like you as a person, Tessa, but come on, in a game context, right now, we don't really need to be talking. Please don't. Please, whatever you do, don't. Like, I'm just gonna leave the scene before you go off fully.
You're right, Aurora. It's okay. I get it. But I just want you to remember. I want you to really remember. I want it to really sink in. I believe in loyalty until the very end.
Okay, yeah, sure. Work it, girl. Work your truth. Everybody, attention everybody. Please tell me what you think of my new jingle for SYS. SYS, it's the best competition to save yourself.
I hate it, bro.
Okay, thanks for the feedback. Everybody get to the SYS spot right now. Friends, Romans, cunts, thanks for coming to the SYS spot. It really means a lot to my cold, docile jellyfish heart. So we're gonna do what everybody knows we're gonna do. Alright, we're gonna witness a cute little competition where the two people on the block, Arlo and Liberty, try to save themselves from total annihilation. This SYS competition features somebody that I hope you guys haven't forgot about, somebody who's still lurking around the house, and somebody who probably watched you shit, piss, or vomit. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Kaz's Tulpa. Remember him? Holy shit, I didn't even... Oh my god, it's Kaz's Tulpa.
That thing still fucking freaks me out.
Oh my god. Liberty, Arlo, you two will be placed in a labyrinth-like structure. It is your goal to kill Kaz's Tulpa. If Kaz's Tulpa renders either of you immobile during this time, then you will be disqualified from the competition, and you will not be eligible to save yourself. But, if one of you can kill Kaz's Tulpa, then you will be able to save yourself from the block. I have to warn you two, Kaz's Tulpa is very, very dangerous. It is sharp, it is agile, it gives you the cold shoulder, and it really does not like talking to your relatives. So, guys, be careful, do not take this lightly. Right now you are dealing with a murderous version of Kaz who wants nothing more than your blood. As you can see here, he is currently trapped in a cage in the center of a labyrinth, and he can already smell blood, so he's already kind of knocking around in it. I will start you two on opposite sides of the labyrinth. You must find Kaz's Tulpa and eliminate him. And remember, if he knocks you guys out or horribly eviscerates you, then you're out of the competition. But if one of you can kill him, then you're all good to go, baby.
Killing Kaz as part of an SYS? This couldn't be more perfect.
I know. Arlo's gonna think it's really cathartic to kill Kaz, but what Arlo doesn't realize is that I know Kaz better than anyone in this house. I know exactly how to kill him, and I'm gonna employ that strategy in this SYS competition and save myself from the block. Okay, Arlo and Liberty have been placed into the labyrinth, and I will release the cage now. The competition has officially started, and Kaz's Tulpa is immediately heading in Arlo's direction. Wait, host, I have a question. Yeah, what's up, Aurora, you fat bitch? So, if you guys could just capture Kaz's Tulpa and put it in a cage this entire time, why didn't you just kill it yourselves? Well, because then, Aurora, we wouldn't have a super duper fun, ultra mega super special SYS this week. I mean, I guess you're right. So what are you gonna do if neither of them can kill it? Are you just gonna kill him yourselves after all? Yeah, probably. I mean, like, we have nukes, we have guns, we have knives and daggers and katanas. We can do anything we want to it. Let's go back to the action here. So Arlo and Liberty are both armed with SWAT gear. They've got grenades, they have a primary weapon and a secondary weapon. So Kaz's Tulpa is still headed directly for Arlo. He can smell his scent. I don't know what Arlo smells like, but I really don't want to know. Anyways, he's headed for him as we speak.
and I don't think Arlo's ready. He's kind of navigating around this labyrinth. He looks a little scared. He looks like he's shaking in his boots, to be completely honest with you. Let's tap him on the microphone and see how he's going. Hey Arlo, how's it going in the labyrinthine structure?
I am seriously scared out of my wits right now, host. You have no idea.
Figures. Well, good luck in there. Let's see how Liberty's doing. Hey Liberty, how's your hammer hanging?
Pretty good. I'm not really finding anything. You know what I might do? I might lure Kaz to me with my delightful siren song. Would you guys like to hear it?
No, Liberty, we're good, to be honest with you.
Okay, here I go.
Can you spell never turning on her microphone again? Ha ha ha, am I right, ladies?
I think Liberty's a beautiful singer.
I think your opinion is wrong. There's a fucking fly in here. Oh, it looks like Arlo's made a visual on Kaz's tulpa, and he's running away very fast in the other direction.
Come on, Arlo, you have to shoot it. You have to shoot it with your gun.
Oh, it looks like that's exactly what he's doing right now, except he's firing from the hip wildly. The gun is flailing out of control. If he's not careful, he's gonna dislocate his shoulder. That big gun makes Arlo look really small, kind of like those kids in wartime documentaries holding RPGs and shit. Yeah, he sure does look like a puny midget right now, doesn't he?
Very puny midget virgin man.
Kaz's tulpa is wildly jumping around the room, from corner to corner, crawling all over the ceiling, hissing and spitting out teeth, I guess. I always figured if I was a cannibal, I would gum my human victims to death alive. That way it would be slow and painful, and they would taste even better. Alright, Kaz, thanks for sharing. So, Arlo's just running around the room. He has no idea what to do. He has no idea how to use that thing. Look at how he holds a gun. Guys, I need my Facebook rednecks to come in here right now and correct his form.
Wait, host, look at the map. It looks like Liberty's running right toward them as well.
Could she have perhaps heard all the gunfire and now she's running toward it to get the jump on it while it's attacking Arlo? Probably, Aurora. That's probably exactly what's happening. Arlo is somehow miraculously still alive, running and gunning, not even looking. I think he just ran out of ammo in his big old gun, so now he's resorting to his tiny pea shooter pistol, which isn't going to do anything.
It looks like he actually landed 3 shots on Kaz, but Kaz is still going.
Yeah, I might have given Kaz's tulpa some bath salts just to make this a little harder.
You absolute monster, do you know what you've done? They're definitely going to die.
Nah, that'll be fine. Oh, it looks like Liberty's gearing up on Kaz's tulpa right now. She's right behind him, and I think she's going for the headshot. Oh, what a turn of events. As soon as Liberty pulls the trigger, Kaz's tulpa darts out of the way with super fast bath salts reaction speed. It appears that she shot Arlo right in the face. Let's go to Arlo's mic and see how he's doing. Hey Arlo, how you holding up?
I just got shot in the face.
Alright, good talk, buddy. Kaz's tulpa has now been made aware of Liberty's presence, and while Liberty had a pretty good effort trying to sneak up on him, it looks like she failed. So now they're doing the weird circle dance around each other. They don't know who's what. They don't know who's gonna make the first move. And Kaz's tulpa is rushing right for it. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? He's grabbing her head and he just snatched Liberty's wig. That was a wig?
Yeah, Aurora, you couldn't tell?
No.
Oh, come on, Aurora. Even I could clock a wig from a mile away.
Yeah, what about Tessa's hair? That shit looks like a wig. No, that's real.
Yeah, that's definitely real. Defies all gravity, but it's definitely real.
It looks like Kaz's tulpa is eating her wig. Kaz, care to explain? You know what? I have no idea. I think that's just the demonic nature taking matters into its own hands. Okay, good enough explanation as I'm probably gonna get. But Liberty looks pretty pleased that Kaz's tulpa is now eating her wig, and I wonder why that is. She's even doing a weird smirk and like waving goodbye at it, like the queen wave at him, and he's looking at her kind of strangely, realizing that he swallowed. Oh, he exploded. He exploded. He gibbed everywhere. There's guts. Oh my, clean up on aisle 4, am I right, ladies and gentlemen? Holy shit, she just killed me. Can we get an instant replay on that? Yes, zoom and enhance, just like a 1997 action movie. Oh yes, I see. Oh, this is very interesting indeed. It appears that Liberty planned this from the start. While Arlo was being attacked by Kaz, she took an uncooked grenade, planted it in her wig, and waited for Kaz to come up and try to eat it. I guess she knew that Kaz was gonna eat her wig? Or maybe she didn't know that, she was just hiding it under there. I don't know, but the plan seemed to work out pretty good for Liberty, because as soon as Kaz rushed her, she reached under her wig and pulled the pin on the grenade. And then when Kaz snatched her wig and started eating it, the cooked grenade was already in there, and it only took seconds for Kaz to completely explode, sending his guts and organs everywhere. So, thanks to Liberty, everybody can thank her right now. Kaz's tulpa has been defeated, and he no longer poses a murderous threat over the Vibe House. Guys, I did it. I killed Kaz too. Oh my gosh, Liberty, you're bald. I know, it really sucks. but I had to do what I had to do.
Damn it, I can't believe I lost.
I can believe it, Arlo. You look like a total pussy in there.
Yeah, Arlo, you were kind of a pussy. Pussy or no pussy, it appears that Liberty has won the SYS challenge, which now means that she can take herself off the block. So everybody get up in conga line over to the final couch down spot, and we'll sort this out once and for all. Everybody sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up, because we're at the quasi-final couchdown right now. Ah-ha-hoo-hee-hoo-ha. Now, we've only ever done quasi-final couchdown one other time, but I'm sure you all remember how it's done, right? You see, we've got two people sitting on the block here, but one of them doesn't belong here anymore. Liberty, get your bald ass off of that chair and march it right over to the couch, because you don't need to be there anymore, girl. Like, you know that, right? Yeah, I most certainly do. Alright, good. So now we got an empty chair. Isn't this exciting? Look at all of you. Look at all of you on the couch right now. I can see it in your eyes. You're scared. You don't know who's going up there. But Kaz does. So Kaz, why don't you tell us who's going to be sitting in that chair until the end of this final couch down ceremony? My replacement Nom Nom this week is... Tessa.
What the fuck? What is going on? Tessa? Well, at least he's not going after people in his own alliance anymore.
Tessa, you heard the jolly old man. March yourself right up to the Nom Nom seat immediately. There we go. Doesn't that look so much better, you guys? Look, the natural order has been achieved. We got two people in the Nom Nom chairs and everyone else on the couches. So, Nom Noms, Arlo, Tessa, I'd like you all to take this opportunity now. You got 20 minutes to campaign yourself to the house. Why should you not go home? Why should that be? It's time to make history, you guys. Good luck out there. Now, get out.
I am in the block next to Tessa. This couldn't be more perfect. I've got numbers against her. I know I do. People in this house know me much better than they know Tessa.
I normally believe the lies and the slander that I've Okay, I really have to calm down. I've got a very short amount of time here, and I cannot waste it yelling at Salvador and Aurora. But... Hey, Aurora. Hey, Salvador.
Oh, shit. Hey, Tessa, you came up to us.
Yeah, of course I came up to you guys. What's going on here? Why am I being replacement nom?
I don't know why you're asking me.
Because, Aurora, I know that you and Salvador were in the MB with Kaz. You've arranged this, haven't you? You've gone against my back.
Now, Tessa, come on. Why do you have to go and assume the worst? Salvador, I think you should let me do the talking. Okay, you know what? You're right. That's probably for the best.
So just explain to me, Aurora, what is going on here?
Well, okay, to tell you the truth, Tessa, here's exactly what went down. We had no say in this. Kaz said that if Liberty got herself off the block, then Tessa was going to be the replacement because you were the most inoffensive person in the house. He said the worst that's going to happen is a 2-2 tie, and Kaz is going to evict Arlo in that case. Because we're not voting for you to get eliminated. We want Arlo out. We are on Kaz's side here, but we're not against you.
You don't understand, Aurora. I don't want to be anywhere near the block. Why couldn't you have gotten me off of there? I thought we had an agreement.
Wait, now hold on a second, Tessa. You told us not to assume that you had our vote, but now this is happening and suddenly you expect to just be safe? Salvador, what did I just say? Let me do the talking.
This isn't the same, Salvador. I was blindsided. I had no idea any of this was happening. Besides, Aurora did talk to me, and she didn't tell me anything about this meeting. She didn't tell me my name was brought up whatsoever, so I thought I was safe, and for this to be sprung on me out of nowhere, well, now I don't know what to do.
Well, I'll tell you what to do, Tessa. It's very simple. You gotta campaign. Well, I mean, you don't really have to because you have our votes.
Well, after the whole Jukes situation, I don't know who I can trust anymore.
Well, you can trust us, Tessa. We don't want any beef. We don't want any trouble going forward. The only reason you're on the block right now is because Kaz really wants Arlo out. And as long as me and Salvador vote out Arlo, which we will, then you're safe.
How do you know that Kaz is going to break the tie by sending Arlo home? How do you know he's not just going to turn on you and send me home?
Because, Tessa, he's the only reason I'm in the house anymore. He kept me in the game. Obviously, he's not completely on their side. You understand that, right? All they want is for me to go home. So there's no possible way that I'm still in the game and that we're still being plotted against by Kaz. He is sending Arlo home. Do you understand?
Okay, fine. You make a good point. But seriously, I don't like being surprised like this.
Look, I understand, and I'm sorry I didn't prepare you beforehand. But please don't let this affect our relationship in the house too much, because that would be a real crying shame, to be honest.
Okay, thanks a lot. I'm gonna go.
No problem. Hey, Salvador, thanks for shutting up, because I feel like if you said even one more word, things would have got explosive. I know, but there's just something about her that rubs me the wrong way right now.
I don't really know. I can't pinpoint it, but I'm just gonna tell you right now, something about her doesn't sit right with me. To be honest with you, if she gets MB anytime soon, I really don't know what she's gonna do with it. Yeah, me either.
Liberty, Tobias, what do I have to do? What do I have to do to stay in this house this week?
Well, to be honest, Arlo, sit there and do nothing. Unlike Kaz, I'm not for the idea of kicking off people in our own alliance, no matter how annoying they might be. And I'm not saying you're annoying, I'm saying that Kaz thinks you're annoying, and that's the only reason he wants you out of the house. But I'm thinking long game. I'm thinking strategy. I'm thinking that all of you guys have screwed me over at one point, so it doesn't really matter. And I know that you kept Aurora in the house last week, but now that Juke's gone, you really have no reason.
That wasn't me, Tobias. I don't know how many times I have to tell you.
Look, you can tell me as many times as you want, but as long as you don't have proof, then I have to believe Kaz. You gave a confession. That's the only thing I'm going off of right now.
I only gave Kaz a confession because if I didn't, he wouldn't have given me safety. And it didn't matter anyways because his last request was absolutely ludicrous and there's no way I was going to do it. Kaz has no loyalty, okay? He changes sides whenever he feels like it. He enlists the help from people that are supposed to be his enemies, and he's not even afraid. He doesn't even care. Kaz is a real big threat, and I don't think he should be in this alliance anymore. Especially since he's turning on me and Liberty like this.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, and like, I really want to make amends with Kaz right now because I feel like now that I'm off the block, I have the freedom to do that. But if I didn't win my own safety, then I don't know if I would be going home tonight. Like, I really don't know. I really wanted to be ride or dies with Kaz, but he's just too unpredictable. I think we should really officially kick him out of the Illuminati.
Liberty and Arlo are making pretty good points, but if I kick Kaz out of the Illuminati, then I only have Liberty and Arlo left. I'm really gonna miss working with Kaz, because as it stands, the Illuminati's pretty strong. You've got me, which, well, I'll let you make up your own mind. You got Kaz, who knows exactly what to say, and exactly who to say it to. You've got Liberty, who's absolutely a beast at competitions. She's won 2 so far. And then there's Arlo. What has he done? Jack shit. If I kick Kaz out of the Illuminati, then I'm losing a really strong player, and all I'm gonna be left with is Arlo and Liberty. Who, to be honest, Arlo's dampening Liberty's game. She was much stronger when she was working with Kaz, and I really don't understand why she likes Arlo so much. I think she's just bitter about Kaz turning against her, but I could be wrong. There's gotta be a way to turn this around. I just don't want to lose Kaz. Or, if I do have to lose him, I want to gain something. I want to gain something equally as strong. But what? But what would I have to gain?
Hey, Liberty, Tobias, if you keep me in the game and vote out Arlo, I'm gonna go after Aurora and Salvador next. I do not fuck with them anymore. I think they're shady, and I think they're working with Kaz.
Oh, hello, Tessa. What's going on?
Yeah, Tessa, what's up? What, are you kidding me, Tessa? That is absolutely a ludicrous proposal. Salvador and Aurora are working against you? What basis do you have for that?
I know that they were in Kaz's MB this week, and I know that I'm a replacement nom, and I know that there can't be no correlation. Even if it wasn't their idea, they didn't even fight him about it.
Oh my goodness, Kaz, what's happening? So you're saying that if we were to kick out Arlo and keep you in, then you would gun after Aurora with us?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
As if they're ever gonna believe you, Tessa. This is just a weak attempt to keep yourself in the game. If they kick me out, then you're gonna go back on your word and be back in Aurora and Salvador's side.
I'm not gonna do that, Arlo. Why don't you shut the fuck up? Instead, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna prove my loyalty to you right now, Tobias. I'm gonna tell you something I know you really want to hear.
And what's that?
Kaz is the one that kept Aurora in last week. Aurora told me herself. She said that Kaz kept her in the game and that Kaz has her loyalty. Kaz is the only reason that she's still in the house right now, and that's why she was nowhere near the block, because why would Kaz waste a vote last week if he was just gonna knock her off this week? Also, it's the only reason that Aurora trusts that he's not gonna send me home. Instead, if it came down to a 2-2 tie, he was gonna boot off Arlo. It all adds up, don't you think?
See, Tobias? See what I mean? It just makes sense.
Okay, one at a time. I really need to figure this out right now. So Tessa, you mean to tell me that Kaz was the one who kept Aurora last week and kicked off Juke?
Yes.
And it was not Arlo?
No, it was not.
No, it absolutely was not.
And Tessa, you're saying that Aurora and Salvador were in Kaz's MB?
Yes, I am.
While me, Liberty, and Arlo never managed to set foot in there?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, it's all coming together. After SYS, Aurora must have gone to Kaz to campaign for his vote, and Kaz was pissed off at Arlo at the time. So, he planned to give Aurora his vote and frame Arlo for it.
Yes, that's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, calm down, Arlo. You know, not everybody knows everything. And now that Kaz is MB, instead of sending Aurora home for the good of the Illuminati, he's going by his own self-interest, which I respect. But it's not really helping his case, is it?
No, it's not.
So he puts up Liberty and Arlo because he's pissed off at you two. Because Liberty, let's face it, if you really wanted to make amends, you would be nowhere near the block.
Right here.
But I'm just confused, because I feel like if Liberty saved herself, and he was really going after our alliance, he would put me up next. Well, no, I guess he wouldn't, because that would stand to risk Arlo still being in the house. Salvador, Tessa, and Aurora would definitely vote me out, and he just couldn't have that. His target is you, Arlo.
Yes, exactly, Tobias, that's exactly what's happening.
Okay. Well, it still doesn't help you that much, Arlo. I'm gonna vote you out.
What?
Yeah, well, wait, Tobias.
Look, Tessa sealed the deal by telling me all of this, and she's a much stronger player than you, Arlo. All you've done is run up to MBs and beg for them to kick off the people you want. You haven't earned your spot at all. You haven't won a single competition. You're useless to me. But Tessa, if I can weaponize Tessa against Aurora and Salvador, then, well, how can I say no to that? You don't even have beef with Aurora or Salvador. You're all about Kaz. Given the opportunity, I bet you turn against him as well. If you had MB, you would have definitely put him on the block, right? Be honest.
It's all hypothesis. It's all theory. You have no idea.
Right, it's all theory because you haven't even won an MB. You're totally useless, Arlo, and I would rather have Tessa over you.
How can you trust her? How can you trust her? How can you trust that she's not making up lies?
Oh, so you're saying that Tessa might be lying and that you were the one who kicked off Juke?
No, Kaz was definitely the one who kicked off Juke.
Well, then she's telling the truth. And if she's telling the truth, then I would rather have her over you. Well, there's only one person left to consult. Liberty, what do you think of the whole thing?
Well, I just really don't want to believe that Kaz would go against us like this, but it does just seem to be stacking up, doesn't it?
Yes, it most certainly does. Well, Arlo, I'm afraid while you've proved your innocence to me, you haven't proven that you're worth keeping around. See you at Final Couchdown, buddy.
Whoa. This is absolutely ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous.
I believe in loyalty until the very end, but as soon as Aurora and Salvador stopped being loyal, that was the end.
It's only fitting that Kaz was found guilty by a double-crosser. This is certainly going to change things.
Kaz, oh Kaz, you really screwed up. But I guess it doesn't matter. You got exactly what you wanted. It sounds like Arlo's going home. Even though I do really want his numbers, because I know he pledges a weird undying loyalty to me, there's just nothing I can do against a 3-to-1. And you know what? Tobias is right. Tessa's just a better player.
I am the real forbidden fruit, ladies and gentlemen. I was on the tree of knowledge, and I was eaten by some dumb thought after a snake told her to. And it is my duty to introduce you to the final couchdown. Johann Sebastian Bach. In this nail-biting edition of Final Couchdown, Liberty managed to save herself from the block, and Tessa has been named as a replacement. After giving each of the parties ample time to campaign their votes, I'll give them one last chance just because I'm a really, really nice dude. Tessa, you're up first. Knock 'em dead, not literally.
Well, first I want to start off by saying, Aurora, Salvador, it's okay that you went behind my back. I forgive you. I know that you talked to Kaz, and I know that he said that I was only put up because the worst that could happen was a 2-2 tie, and that's fine by me. It's okay. I forgive you. I'm just happy to hear it, honestly, because I thought coming into this house, I was going to have a lot more problems with a lot more people, but to find myself in this situation, well, it's a surprise to say the least. A surprise in more ways than one, but still, pleasant, bad, every cloud has a silver lining. It means that I've done a pretty decent job to get along with everybody in this house, and I hope I can continue to make amends, and I hope that everything's going to work out. And that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Tessa. You've got a surprisingly grateful and calm head on your shoulders. Now let's move over to Arlo. Debate, start.
Well, okay, I'll start by saying that Tessa is absolutely full of shit. Aurora, Salvador, she does not forgive you guys. She is going to take you down as soon as I get kicked off. So if you vote for me, you will be voting for Tessa to come after your alliance next. She's absolutely going to rip your asshole to shreds, and I really do not appreciate Tobias and Liberty agreeing to turn on me.
I never agreed to turn on you, Arlo.
Let me talk. This is my only opportunity to talk, okay? Thanks, Liberty, but allow me, please. Salvador, Aurora, Tessa is going to gun for you, so please vote her out. Keep me in the game, because she is going to come after you. You have lost somebody in your alliance, so you know what? You might as well just kick him out, because Tessa has gone full disclosure and told me, Liberty, and Tobias to our faces that she will turn on you and Kaz. Kaz for putting her up on the block because she really does not appreciate it. Also Kaz, because she knows that Aurora and Salvador were in your MB. Your entire game is exposed, buddy. You're going downtown. Tobias doesn't have your back anymore. Liberty doesn't have your back anymore. You really screwed up, buddy. All of you screwed up. You screwed up real bad. Even if I get kicked off, I don't see any of you going much further in this house. Salvador, Aurora, Kaz, you were all screwed. That's all I have to say.
Well, thank you so much, Arlo. I'm really glad
Tessa, really? Is this actually true?
I'm not going to admit anything to you right now. This is not
Thank
the
you so
time
much,
or the
Arlo.
place.
I'm really glad that
there has to be a time and a place. Why can't you just tell me right now?
Guys, please don't start this again. Please calm down.
Thank you so
Arlo,
much,
really, you
Arlo.
know you're a
I'm
shady
really
son of a
glad
bitch. This is
that
your
we got
last
to hear
resort,
from
isn't
you.
it? You're doing whatever you can.
Guys, it's okay. We know. We all know. We all know you were the one.
How do you know?
Because Tessa
Thank
told
you.
us.
And you're gonna believe her?
Arlo,
I
sorry,
thought you
but it just
believed
got
Our
so
loyalty
much
ended when I ended up in this chair. Do you understand?
No, I
Thanks a
don't
lot. Hey,
really
everybody.
understand.
Hey, everybody. I know this is a game. I know that you're all flustered right now. I know that you're all very emotional. But when the host is talking, you shut the fuck up. Now then, if we're all done, let's get to the voting. Aurora, please cast your vote to eliminate. Well, this is a pretty fucked up week. I really gotta hedge my bets here, because if Arlo's telling the truth and Tessa goes against us, then, you know, I would like to vote her out. But it doesn't help, because never did Arlo say that he was gonna join our side if we kicked out Tessa. It really doesn't matter who I vote out, because, well, from the sounds of it, they're both coming after me and Salvador. So I might as well just do Arlo to make Kaz happy. Liberty, please cast your vote to eliminate. Well, to be honest with you, I really would like to eliminate Tessa, but I know that Tobias has been swayed to kick out Arlo, and I'd really rather vote with him. So, I'm sorry Arlo, I'm going to have to eliminate you. Salvador, please cast your vote to eliminate. Even though Tessa really knows how to push my buttons, I'm going to have to eliminate Arlo. Tobias, please cast your vote to eliminate. Normally, I'd vote to eliminate the strongest competition, but the strongest competition plans to be on my side for a very important goal I want to achieve. So, I'm going to have to eliminate the shittiest player in the house, Arlo. Well, boys and ghouls, the results are in. And thanks to my terrible memory, I've lost my shopping list. By a vote of 4-0, Oh, you've been kicked out of Vibe House. You've been kicked out of Vibe House. Yeah. Oh yeah, we like to party, we like to party, we like to party. We all like to party until they kick us out. Everybody move your feet. As a rational skeptic, I believe that this show sucks. And just like that, just like highlighting something in your notes, but you wrote the notes in ink so it gets smudged and it looks absolutely terrible, Arlo Rourke has been booted the fuck out of Arlo Rourke has been kicked out of Vibe House. 6 squatters remain. Who will make it to school on time? Who will color with Crayola colored pencils? Who will keep too many Arizona cans in their room and then it gets moldy on the inside because they forgot to wash them out and then it smells like mold? Find out next week on Vibe House. So what have I learned today? Don't trust anybody under 5'5". If somebody were to ask me, Kaz, was it worth it to totally ditch your side of the house? I would say, maybe? Well, I have to admit, it is a freeing feeling to not have Arlo be attached to my hip at all times. Great, so the house is split. Just when I thought we were going to end up 4-2 against Tobias' side of the house, Tessa decides to play flip-flop. But whatever, me and her never got along.
Those punks better watch out. If they think that Kaz is the only one who can switch sides of the house in the blink of an eye, they're wrong. Now, it's Tessa time.
Hello, Mother. Yes, it's quite alright. I'm having a great time on Vibe House. Yeah, it's going pretty well, I'd say. No, I'm not going to comb my hair. I don't live in your place anymore, so you can't tell me what to do. Okay, thanks, bye. Sorry, that was my mother. And, well, let's just say, you can't spell smother without, you know. But, that aside, I have no idea where I stand in this house. Tessa really just had to go and screw things up like this, and while I'm glad that she's willing to work against Aurora, I would just rather be certain about it. And while I did vote Arlo out, so part of the blame is on me, Kaz would have kicked him out anyways. Well played, Kaz. Well played. She's calling me again. What do I do?
Just don't answer it, bro.
It's my mom. I have to answer it. Whatever. I'm gonna take this.
Hello, mother?